Hello and welcome to Spoonful of Horror. I'm your host Alicia. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 kills from the Halloween franchise. Coming in at number 10 is going to be Jamie Lloyd's death from Halloween Curse of Michael Myers, the theatrical release. It made me sad to see her go in such an early part of the movie, and I feel like she deserved more, seeing that she was such a smart kid that survived through the previous movies. But it was a little bit of an emotional disconnect because of the fact that it wasn't Danielle Harris playing her anymore. And she didn't really look like a teenager to me. She kind of looked really grown to me. But her death itself was really, really gnarly. Like the fact that just pushing her on top of the farm equipment, whatever it is, I don't know, farm equipment that he pushed her on top of wasn't enough. He had to turn it on and mulch her from the inside out, and it was a good way to, if it was anybody else besides her, it would have been a good way to start the movie, but it still was a good death.
You can't have the baby, Michael. You can't have the baby.
Number 9 is going to be coming from Halloween 4, and it's going to be the death of Earl at the very end of the movie, where he was hoping to get Jamie and Rachel to safety, and his friends were getting killed in the back of the truck, which was really stupid because how did nobody hear anything that was going on, which whatever. So Michael kills his friends in the back, and then he climbs on top of the car, breaks the window, and rips the guy's neck open, and it is seriously gory and seriously awesome as fuck. It really is. I like it a lot. Number 8 is going to be coming to us from the dark horse of the Halloween franchise, Season of the Witch. This kill was literally so crazy. It stuck with me my entire life. Even after the disappointment of not knowing, being young and not knowing Michael Myers wasn't intended to be in the third movie, obvious as everyone else did. But it's actually a really good movie, and it had some really good kills, and this kill stuck with me forever. Where the kid comes in with his parents, and he sits in front of the TV with the mask on, watching the commercial, the music come on, 8 more days to that song, and then his head just fucking turns into mush and snakes, and then he starts grabbing at his head, and then before you can even figure out what's going on, his head turns into mush, and then crazy shit start coming out of his eyes, like snakes and bugs and all types of gross shit that proceeds to eat his parents. So yeah, that was a crazy ass kill, and it's one of the best of the franchise.
Honey?
Number 7 is coming from the OG John Carpenter's Halloween, which is my favorite horror movie. Number 7 is going to be coming to us from the OG John Carpenter's Halloween, which is my favorite horror movie ever. Maybe my favorite movie ever, possibly with the exception of Titanic. But this kill is probably the most memorable and best kill of the whole movie. Obviously, everybody probably already know what I'm going to say, but Bob's death, where he's coming from the kitchen, I believe, and Michael rushes him, stabs him up, pins him against the wall, and then takes a nice long look at his beautiful, beautiful art. Number 6 is going to be coming from Halloween 2018. And although we don't get to see this death on screen, the aftermath is chilling. The cashier that had the unfortunate job of working at this gas station that Michael just so happens to stop past to retrieve his mask. His jaw is ripped open. No. His jaw is broken, and then his teeth are ripped out, and then salt bathed in front of Dana in the stall. And that shit is crazy, because imagine you going to go take a shit, because I think she said she had to go number 2 or whatever. Imagine you going to go take a shit, and some tall... Coming in at number 5 is going to be Karen, the nurse from Halloween 2, 1981, where this is another memorable death, probably the most memorable of this movie, where she is waiting for where Karen is waiting for Bud, I believe his name is, to come back from turning down the temperature for the hot tub, but Bud is dead. She doesn't know that though, but I mean, like, when she was sucking on his finger, which is weird as hell to do, his hands look different to me, being a viewer, and I could imagine that it smelled and tastes something like that you wouldn't want in your mouth, something that you wouldn't continue to suck on and not turn your back and figure out what the hell, who hand is this? It can't be the person's hand who was just in water. So that was kind of stupid to me, but the best part of this scene is where he takes her head and he dunks her repeatedly, drowning her, and also boiling her skin off of her face, because it's a hot tub and the temperature is increasing by the second. Even though in real life, the temperature is increasing by the second. Even though in real life, the water wasn't actually hot, it was cold. But for the movie, it was hot. And it burnt her face off. Stop it.
Just have to get back, that's all. Now, Bud, don't be that way.